Everybody. So I'm just going to give you a few startup tips here with getting your images and just setting up Photoshop to help you out. So first of all, I want you to notice here on my desktop, I like to tile and step my windows. I find it really makes it a lot easier to flip in between programs and windows, and nothing ever gets lost. It's just one little way of doing an organizational method, right, for your programs. And here we are right now. We're in the Finder because I clicked on the blue, the background blue, and look up here. The menu bar says Finder. I click over here. Now we're in Chrome because I clicked on one of the Chrome windows. I go over here. Oh, I click again on the blue. I'm back in the Finder. I click down here. I'm in QuickTime Player. Okay, so you just have to constantly keep your eye on what program you are up here in case it's not immediately obvious, just to see which program is active. Okay, so I've got my windows tiled. That's good. Let's set up the right click on the mouse because a lot of you don't have that. You just go down to System Settings and you scroll down all the way down in this menu here on the left to Mouse, and then you go over here to Secondary Click. And some of you will say none, but you just want to make sure it's click on the right side or left side if you want to, but most people like clicking on the right side. Click that. We're going to quit this. We're in the system settings right now. We're going to quit it instead of tiling it because it's not going to be useful for the next couple of minutes. So I just do Command Q and I quit the program. So let's get into Photoshop, and we find Photoshop by going down here to the Launchpad and you click on it. And you can do a quick search for any program you want, and there it is, Photoshop. And so that icon, the big P, little s in blue, that's what you want. You could even drag it down to your toolbar down here, which is what I've done, so that you have it for easy access next time. And we'll go ahead and click on this. Now we're starting up Photoshop. So for Photoshop, a few basic settings. You will probably pop up into a window like this after you skip through the first couple of screens. So you click New File, and for these yearbook pages you're going to want to do an A4 page, but sometimes it doesn't show immediately on this menu, so you got to go to Print, and then you select A4, and then you take a quick look at the settings over here. You could do landscape, you can do portrait orientation. You definitely want at least 300 pixels per inch for resolution. So change that to 300 or 400. 300 is fine. And background is white. That's good. Everything else you can just basically leave the same. You can, of course, give it a title, which actually is a really good idea. So I'm going to call it Mr. Love Exercise 1. And then I'll just click Create. That's great, and it has a nice preview of the entire page over here in this window in Photoshop. See, we're in Photoshop. You look at the file menu up top here, we're in Photoshop. Now this blank canvas is what we're going to put pictures into. So we want to open up pictures like the LeBron James into a different window and edit it, and then copy it or cut it and put it into this blank canvas. So the way we do that, of course, is first of all getting a picture. So let's go to Google, and I'll tile this a little bit more. There we go. It's getting a little short, but still, I've got my 4 tiled windows here. I could probably get rid of one of them. I don't really need all these tabs. But anyway, here it is for my Google search. And on Google search, of course, I can just go LeBron James. And that'll get me some pretty decent pictures, but I want them to be high quality. So for high quality, you click on the settings over here, the quick settings, and first of all make sure it's clicked on images, okay, so that you're in the image menu, and then go quick settings, go to advanced search. Under advanced search, it still has LeBron James as what we're searching for, so that's good. But down here for image size, you want to pick something that's at least larger than 1024 by 768. It's probably fine if you just do larger than 2 megapixels. That's a nice easy one to remember. Everything else doesn't matter. So you just go back up again to LeBron James, push enter, And now all these pictures are going to be really nice quality ones. It's probably best if you pick a full body shot of LeBron, but let's keep things simple for now, and we'll take just this torso shot. So we'll click on this, and we'll click on this to actually go to the page. And USA Today has this picture, so I'm just going to right click on it because I set up the right click on the mouse. Save image as. You're going to save everything into the same place over and over, okay? That's really, really important. You don't want to be wasting time hunting for your files. So why not just go to the desktop, create a new folder, call it your name. You could even put, Photoshop 2023. And then create and put everything in there, okay? I've already done this. I created mine. It's Photoshop Tutorials version 2023. So, and I've already created a subfolder in it for images. So I'm going to select that and put LeBron in there. Let's just check now because of my nice easy step tiles. I just go down here, images. Yep, there he is, the one that I just saved, 9:47, 1 minute ago. So I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call it LeBron 2 because it's a little bit different from the first one that I picked. And that's all good. Next, go back to Photoshop, open it up in a new window, the LeBron picture. So you go File, Open, and you find where you saved it. You probably have to go to the desktop and then find it in there. And there's the photo that I saved. Open, and great, there it is. So now we can edit it with like a masking tool or a quick selection tool and then copy it and put it in here. So that's really easy too. All we have to do is go over here to the selection tools, and for me it's the fourth one down, but it's called the quick selection tool. It's really easy. I mean, you could use the object selection tool as well, but I'm just going to try both, but I find this one's really effective. And then I just click away on, and then get the sections that the computer doesn't understand. Click away, click away, click away. And of course, this is a little bit tedious, right? Because it's only doing little bits at a time. I mean, it's not bad. I'll be done in a few more seconds. But if you want to make it easier and quicker, all you have to do is go up here to the size. Right now I'm on size 30, pixel 30. So if I go up to like, say, 60 or 70, then look what happens to the circle. It's much bigger. So of course, you figured it out. If I go up here and I do something even larger, like 100, the circle gets bigger, and then we can do quicker selections. So that's great. Now, if you accidentally click on something that you didn't want, like this gap here in between his torso and his arm, then it's actually pretty easy. You just maybe reduce the pixel size for your selection, so it's just a little bit more reasonable, and it's going to encapsulate most of this area. And instead of just clicking away, you push Option click. And you can't really see it, but it used to be a plus sign in the middle of that little circle down there, and now it's a minus sign. So it understands that you want to take away part of the selection. So I do that, and yeah, then it's pretty good at understanding, he doesn't want that. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, we want to add to this. There's something messed up going on there with his jaw. So that's pretty good. And then if there's still some little mistakes, like I think I see something down here that shouldn't be there, you could use the eraser tool, which is over here. Whoops, sorry, here, eraser tool. And then you could fix it up on the canvas. But this is pretty darn good for now. So we copy it. Again, look at the menu. Make sure you're in Photoshop. We copy, then we go to the blank canvas and we paste, and bam, there you go. Whoops. And then to move it, you have to be with the move tool, which is this first one over here, and then you can move it around anywhere you like. So presto, looking pretty good.